Good day, YouTubers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. I'm getting ready for a new step in the planking. And I think the directions want us to start from the keel line down here and work our way up. So I figured before I did any of that, because I'm almost out of pins, I'm going to pull all these other pins out and use them for this next step. So let's take a peek here. Mr. Mufasa, His Royal Highness, is watching this morning, taking care of the baby chicks and the ducks. So as you can see, they want us to put boards on the keel line and then work our way up where we left off before. And slowly close in the opening that we're going to come across as we get further up. So that's a lot of not a lot of bending and so forth, but a lot of shaping. You can see that board there, the way the shape goes in and then back out again. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to run into as we close up that bottom. So get to the removing all these pins here. Here we got our first four boards. I was going to say few, but it's four. All the way down from the keel line coming up. These weren't too bad at all, really. A little bit of shaving on there. And a little bit of twisting, but no slivers yet. So that's not going to be too bad. We'll have some slivers here in the middle. If I continue that on down, we get our template here. 6. And then we'll start shaving them off, but pretty much it's going to be full boards until we get down to fourth one. Same thing there. And we'll have some slivers in the middle, so we just got to do a bunch more straight boards. That's not going to be too bad. In the meantime, this week's chicken coop build, what did we do new? Water. Chickens need water. Ducks need water too. So I still got this drying. The silicone there where that fitting goes in was a little too loose, so I had to add a bunch of silicone, and I did that yesterday, so I'm waiting. This weather we got, it's not drying real good yet, so it's still soft, but we got 2 nipples on this side and a plug and a hose and a drain. Hose I can use to fill up duck pond or whatever. And then we got two nipples on this side. One of them is a cup. When they touch that yellow thing in there with their beak, it'll let more water in. And another drain. And then, of course, the ducks are growing fast. Look how big they are already. I'll turn on the light in here. So we hung a fan. We can get some airflow in here when it's really hot out. And I filled that little pan full of water this morning, and they've already sloshed it all out. They've probably been swimming in it. So tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to bring the baby chicks in from the ports and let them live on this side, and we'll keep this fence to separate them because the ducks eat regular food, and the chicks, until they get older, eat of antibiotic medicated food. So I can't let them mix until they get a little older, the chicks. So we'll have separate water and feed in here for the chicks and the ducks. And then we got 3 more nipples in here. I've drained the tank and flushed it, and then put bleach in there and drained it and flushed it again. So there's no water in there right now because I just drained it a while ago. And I want to make sure that there's no contaminants in that drum from when we purchased it. So I'm draining and flushing it several times before we let the birds eat from it or drink from it. So the water system is new. We got a T under the bucket that is threaded into a regular fitting, and that lets it feed in the different directions. Pretty soon Mr. Royal Highness Mufasa won't be allowed in here anymore. This chicken wire is keeping the ducks separate from the baby chicks and we can remove that wire real easy and move this thing out of the way to get in there and clean or whatever. So that's the new stuff. I got a different light bulb up there. It's LED. But after we move the chicks in here Saturday, they'll have this side to play in. We won't let them out into this run for a couple weeks until they get used to the coop. So we'll take the power off of them doors so that they can get used to being in here for a while before they get a little older. And you say, I want to see the chicks. Well, they gotten a little fatter. They eat like Not the same as a water bottle. I eat about 2 of those a day. And they mess their water up 2 or 3 times a day. I clean that all the time. But yeah, them things have doubled in size almost from last week. Even the little white one is getting bigger. And they're starting to fly. That's why we got to keep this wire on there, because they'll fly right out if you let them. They're getting used to being on a perch. Jumping up on top of the water. Jumping up on top of the feed thing. But we'll be moving them out of here Saturday. Today is Thursday. I'm gonna put some cardboard and a bunch of logs and stuff. I got a bunch of dead wood from one of the yards around here. The city wasn't picking it up, so I got it. That's gonna be from rotten log compost in the bottom of the bins. I still got to drill some big holes in them for drainage. So Saturday, yard work day. Oh, we do all other kind of crap on Saturday too, don't we? Oh, I added another blueberry to the row. 3 blueberries and a tea plant. Got some tomatoes coming. Some flowers. We just weeded this whole bed. That was lovely. And it's been raining, so the soil is like mud. There's asparagus in the back. Got some new spears coming up. Look at that one there. They say like 2 or 3 years before you can really start harvesting off of the plant, and the plant stays growing for like 10 years or something. It just keeps shooting up spears. So my wife's in there with the chicks and the ducks, as we got the chicks moved into the coop this morning. Still got to flush this water system a couple more times. My wife's going to plant some flowers in these rain troughs. I got to cut them to fit around that corner. Let's see the chicks. Oh yeah, they're starting to explore. It looks like they want to get outside, but they can't get through that rat wire, so. Yep. Gonna make a mess with their feed. They're trying to fly. Now they can fly in here. They can actually fly up on stuff. Whoop. He's got a... Yep, they're definitely trying to fly. Look at that. It's like raptors, dinosaurs. Challenging each other.